Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Rumble's going, Twitch going. Like everything's going. Give me a moment to check my other computer. Yeah, looks like everything's good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see now. Start from the top. Do we have replays? Good. Let's see, when was last Sunday or Saturday? The 10th? So anything replay past the 10th. Let's start off this one. 21 minutes, a little bit short. Let's just see what else is there. Remember Dry Arabia. Here we go. This is a little bit longer one. Let's go and do this one. Drinks nearby, and let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top for right side as the blue Chinese with L Sensei. Spawn bottom left side as the green English with Pawn Grubber. When it comes to map generation, of course English doesn't rely on the bushes. May go for the deer. Got a deer deposit both here and here, both down south, so relatively safe. Though this tree deposit is pretty far south as well, so they're somewhat hard to use natural foliage. Going to have to be an expensive wall here to here. I don't know why, that gold deposit seemed a little bit farther away than normal. Maybe because the mining camp is on the other side. Mining camp's on that side. He's going to go try to for a secondary town center here? Just a theory at the moment. For Chinese that don't get improved berries either. Going for a mining camp now. Both of the Chinese deer deposits spawn pretty close by each other, next to some berries as well, so good amount of food in this region. 2 small gold as well, easily secureable by the natural foliage as well. Easy wall segment there in front of the gold deposit. And all the 3 tree deposits spawn a little bit in front, so should be able to secure up his town quite easy. Got Abbey Kings now being established. And we got immediately half stone being collected up now, so he is going to be eyeing for a secondary town center. And like I said, or I'm predicting, I'm thinking it's going to be right here. Imperial Academy is being established. Will we see Fast Fortress? Or, nope, wrong Age of Empires game. Fast Castle? Or will we see Fast Song? It's pretty much standard to see Fast Song. Biotic Sun wouldn't be half bad over in this region to secure the gold and the deer deposit. Perhaps just put it here. Just a theory though. And Bardock and Sun's actually being established way back there. It's going to be securing that gold and stone deposit. Okay. So he's going for Fast Song. New Age has begun. Even though Abbey Kings was being built first, Chinese just build faster. Roughly similar age up time. Bardock and Sun almost is now completed, so now he has 1.5 villager or 1.25 villager queues. As soon as opponent's gonna be at 2. So when you get that secondary town center, let's see. English Chinese player's not going for any sort of stone, so he may be eyeing just for Fast Song, but not actually eyeing for a secondary town center. Maybe just trying to squeeze out a little extra production. I'm not sure at the moment. Both players just equaling up. Do have a mill being established there. Looks like the town center is partially in the way. He can delete the lumber camp in order to reposition a little bit closer. So the English player will have a higher villager production. Probably age up with the White Tower. The King's Palace at least give him a third villager queue. Oh, King moving around gets hit by both the capital and the Vatican of the Sun quite decently. The King, of course, does have decent health regen, and now got the astronomical clock tower being deployed in the field. If all the siege rework, plus 50% extra health on those spring golds could be very nice. English tend to go for heavy man-at-arms, so extra health or spring golds may be decent. Outposts there. Got a pair of barracks here. So maybe it is mass eye for mass man-at-arms. Still has vanguard man-at-arms. No early man-at-arms just yet. Early monastery. Looks like he queued up some relic capture. May want to get some spear on the field. Help escort. Oh, lancers. That would be a good escort. So let's just go back down to normal speed because the eco phase has largely ended. Each player has a pair of hardened spear in the field. He does spot the lancer. Each player is very far from aging up, but does have a slight village advantage. Nothing too significant at the moment. I would assume that villager advantage would be much more significant by this point in time. He may have been having some food issue earlier. Can't say exactly for sure. King gets some damage there. Good number of hardened spearmen on the field. The lancer needs to fall back. And we do have a good number of farms, so he won't put in place out 2 farms here. We got 2 monks on the field for the Chinese player. Grabbing relics now. This one has relic. Your official pick up some gold. No imperial examinations. Those will probably fail their exam. Slightly wounded scout there. Looks like there's perhaps a cancelled farm there. Just a little bit humorous. Spearmen trying to push ward away the lancers. So far, nobody has died this match, according to the kill and destroyed value, which is quite impressive. Got a good number of these hardened spearmen there. English players going for a large number of spearmen. Lancer trying to charge right forward. Gets a good charge attack there. No spear brace whatsoever. These guys don't appear to be in like a hold ground stance like that, so I have no idea why they did not activate a spear brace. Does lose a lance there, but does take out all the spearmen. I thought there was 4 spearmen there. That should be higher than 240 destroy value. Are spearmen bugged and when it comes to army value and destroy value? Are they showing 60 rather than 80? I swear, this is just not reliable whatsoever down there. Right now, the Chinese players claimed Imperial X and picked up a 3rd. You could try advancing the Yuan Dynasty, get some early pagodas. Probably not though, because Song Dynasty does need a Song Dynasty for the extra villager production. Does find some of these lance spearmen there. Gets a good slice. Couple spearmen here, as well as the king. The monk may need to stand and heal. Don't. Oh, Wolo, that's probably a good idea. I was going to say he may just want to get some healing there. And thanks to Wolo, got some free damage there. Does lose a lancer. 480. I'm just going to look at the destroy value. Wolf gets bite there. 480 up to 540. So yeah, it does only count the spearman as going up by 60 rather than 80. Monk has gone down and immediately vanished. He'll come back stronger than ever. So yep. Never take this as gospel. We can use to judge it, but it always feels like there's something that's not right. More spearmen advance way forward. Lancers need to fall back. Siege workshops being established now, which I'm so surprised since he has the astronomical clock tower. Sure, it only affects the units being built there, but might as well utilize it. So the Chinese player is eyeing for some sort of mass siege play. If he's actually building a large number of siege workshops, even with the astronomical clock tower existing. Is that unit? These guys need to fall back, get healed on up. Right now, Chinese player is not building siege weapons. I'm not sure what all the siege workshops are there for. Oh yeah, I would still have to remind myself. Let's see, fires 2 additional rockets on 1, but thanks to the patch. Increased attack speed of bombards, that's normal. That still seems normal. Increased attack speed, and of course range resists. And movement speed of siege is still normal, and damage to trebuchets is still normal. With the siege rework, I just don't know all the exact changes. Mostly just primarily the spring golds. We do now have the Lancer here taking severe damage. We got 2 town centers here by the English player. And now building a white tower in the middle of those farms. I'll keep his villagers nice and safe. Really seizing that gold there. May want to go for a mining camp on the far side. And unable to pick up that relic. Chinese player, what he's eyeing? Eyeing for some Nest of Bees. They're regular Nest of Bees, not Clock Tower variant. I really don't know why he's not going for Clock Tower variant. Maybe they're bugged out somehow? I'm not sure. As it says, Axis Siege Workshop produces siege units with plus 50% health. Why is he not building the SCPs from the Clock Tower variant? It's just straight up value. It doesn't cost any additional amount. 300, 300. 300, 300. Taking on the monk, gain some good damage there. The other relic is being camped by, of course, a good number of spearmen, but now got some palace guard being established. Let's take out that lancer there. More spearmen existing. Going for the veteran spearman now. SB's got a good volley there. Network citadels being researched. Looks like some idle villagers there. You can always go collect some deer, as the berry bushes being collected up as well. "82 villagers at the moment." He has 2 town centers to field, so he has 2.5 villager queues. Of course, his opponent's just 3, so just slightly falling behind. And now we do have another granary being established with some farms around it. Palace Guard rotating around. They only have 3 melee armor at the moment. Veteran Spearmen have 9 damage. They will get some decent damage on these Palace Guard. Armor clad, regular man at arms research, as well as more wood chopping and gold collection research. SCVs too far away. Those guys get cleaned on up.
Hitlock is good.
Building done. Hitlock is good.
Yara, onto a marker.
Lancers and Paliscar to forward does take out one of the English villagers. Lancers going to take some severe damage. Just got some crossbowmen now being put on the field. Very good. Just a large number of crossbows will be very useful right now, though the Nesbees will technically counter them. Knights charge me forward. Vildrick is splashed down by the Nesbees. Forum does take a bit of splash damage as well. Looks like Nesbees fires a volley there, gets some more damage on the farm. Nesbees, they do have no additional damage versus structures. So 8 times 6 is 42, which I believe, in comparison to Maginot, it does 10 plus 30 times 3, so 120. Yeah, Nesbees are not good structures. Maginot's always been a bit more of a soft counter to structures, and now with the updated siege weapons, they're more so. Palace Guard push way forward, bit of damage there onto the crossbowman, does take them out. And right now he's just having trouble holding Nesbees. Even though they're not the anti-melee infantry unit, they're still doing some good work. Capitals, of course, firing away. Some of these farms are being torched. Some gold miners here. Local Doggo demands head pass from the monk. Taking a bit of splash damage there. Villager standing and fighting. He has lost a handful of villagers, so the villager count is quite similar. Right forward, Sacred Side victory. That'll just put a bit of pressure on Green. Right now, he just needs a good number of crossbow to deal with all the heavy units, and something to deal with these Nesbees. Bit of damage there on those forces. Nesbees getting some great AoE splash. Focus on the crossbowman. House Guard here in good numbers. And Green's forces will be cleaned on up. Blue's army is quite wounded. After those get cleaned on up, the villagers will be killed off. Their blue now has more villagers than his opponent, going for a very large number of farms. Blue's creep his way forward. The white tower does not have any weapon upgrade at the moment. Good damage on the mana arms. Great damage there on those villagers. Villagers trying to charge for torching. He's getting a little bit desperate. I think he's going to lose about 50 villagers here. One of the Nesbees does go down. Green's army is so far out of the way. They got very little damage there. And Green's village not getting ripped apart there. Now down a significant number of villagers. Still got a couple of Nesbees still alive. Green's army being separated like that. If he would have pushed forward his man arms and crossbows with the villagers, that would have been much different. Because Blue's army probably would have been basically shattered at that point. Though Green's not in a good position losing that many villagers. He's now lost 66 so far this game. I don't know how many lost right there. I said about 50. It was probably close to 40, which is really not good. Losing 10 is not good. Losing 40 is disastrous. Oh, at least he has plenty of farms now for everybody. 51 villagers on food, 10 villagers on coin. That is a blue keep there. Looks like they're collecting up over here, just trying to stay hidden. Can't climb up this gold deposit. He actually almost enough coin to age gold. Age Empires 3 versus Age Empires 4. The age on up has a lot of wood, so he doesn't have to worry about wood for the time frame. Great gatehouse being established near the sacred site. Very good spot. Great damage there. Reverse apart those guys. Palace Guard charging way forward. King is along with the king. King was dead. Second side victory now once again available for the Chinese player. I didn't realize he had it interrupted. And he just have not been able to deal with these Nessa Bees. With now all the siege changes, if your opponent's gone for siege weapons, the only real way to counter siege weapons now is more or less going for horsemen or other cavalry. Since Spring Guards no longer counter the siege weapons, it's a lot less effective. So 85% range resist still makes it somewhat vulnerable to various ranged attacks. Still not super great. Now going for the reloading drills, or not reloading drills, additional barrels and the battle hardened. The elite Palace Guard. No elite crossbowmen. Right now, maybe a good idea to go the Yuan Dynasty, get pagodas out, and maybe some Fire Lancers. Fire Lancers, I think they do bonus save versus range, right? Or just siege. Could be very useful against the very bunched up crossbowmen. The Abbey Kings is actually providing some excellent health regen. Remember, out of combat units receive a staggering 6 health regen. So rapid heal up anything that's nearby. Just not farms. Capital taking some damage. The 3 landmarks you need to take out is right in a line here. Maybe around a battering rams or something of sort. He's going for some bombards. Bombard number 1. Maybe just target down the Abbey Kings. The capital is not a bad target to help nice village production. And then just queue up the Abbey Kings and then start mounting an assault towards the White Tower. We've got a good number of crossbowmen for the Chinese players, so mana arms are not going to be great. Right now, he's just vulnerable to horsemen. Of course, asking the English player to play a horseman right now is not really feasible. Bring his villagers, crossbowmen start stepping back to protect the Nessa Bees. He's probably going to destroy the Nessa Bees, but he's going to pay for it with a good number of villagers. Abbey King starting to go down, and green now backs out of the game. This is great scene. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. See if any more replays from him. When I did see a 21-minute replay, we could try. Live on the shorter side. That's one I just did. 13's a little bit short. 19's a little bit too short. That was mega random. Let's just do that other replay, then move on to the next player. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another HPars 4 replay. Small on the right side is the Cyan Ayubids. We have Kiljardi. Small on the bottom left side is the blue Delhi Sultan. We have El Sensei. House Wisdom going on up, Moss going on up. We do have improved berries for both players. So right now for food, blue has this good berry deposit here, as well as a little bit down here. Deer deposit a little bit off far off the side, not a lot of natural cover there. These trees spawn in a line like this, but does have some good coverage for this deer deposit. But nothing else really nearby. Gold, his natural gold is right there. And all of his small gold deposits is in front of the potential walls. For the natural berries at least. Cyan does have a berry deposit here, and off the side a berry deposit next to some deer, so plenty of food right next to each other. And his one of his tree deposit spawned pretty far off the side as well. He has a good amount of stone over here with a bit of gold and deer and berries as well. So berries relatively tightly packed, especially these resources here. And now there is the Dome of the Faith that will give some bargain bin scholars. Very modern of him. Of course, Ayubids, we don't see the age up here, so we have to keep an eye on it. We do have economic wing growth, 3 villagers. Very precious to get a little extra food. Does eat one entirely. He did manage to pull off this one with 9 food remaining. Very nice. So it just looks like we'll miss out about 50 food. Nothing too significant. And do we see any sort of stone collection as people start collecting, aging up? Looks like not. Both player probably has a good amount of sheep. Scout taking a little bit of damage there. Wheelbarrows almost complete. Over here, dude have all the economic research, including the horticulture very early on. Does not apply to the hunted meat, but sounds like it does apply to berries. We got some Ayubid horsemen versus some Delhi Sultan Ghazi raiders. So both of them going for the initial horse. Howdy. I'll take a look at when I have a moment. Probably next time I cast Cup Hero 1's replays next week. Scout does take a little bit of damage there. We've got this Scout receiving some damage from a horseman. Archery range now being built. Ghazi Raider now advancing. Archer range now going for a Desert Raider. Well, Desert Raiders are not bad. Desert Raiders do have a lot of bonus damage versus Cavalry. Not to mention they provide a Camel Unease debuff. Ghazi Raiders hit harder but slower. But they still do bonus damage versus range, which Desert Raiders are classified as ranged. So they will take full damage. So Camel Unease provides what, 20% debuff, but still take double damage. So 160% damage. My math's incorrect. Also, attack speed's pretty good. You can see here it's at 1.36, 1.29 tower range. Yeah, that's the same. So nearly attacks twice as fast. Desert Raiders do cost 180 resources. They're not cheap. Of course, if he just wants them for the debuff, he could just follow the horsemen around in range mode, so it's harder to focus them down. Ghazi Raiders do move at full horseman speed. Desert Raiders, I believe, move at night and scout speed. They do also have 5 melee armor as well, but no range armor. Villagers take some damage here. One village does go down. Now these horsemen are backing on off. Gazi Raider simply getting overwhelmed. Ibit does not have any way to heal up his units this age, but the Deadly Sultan can with a Scholar. Gazi Raider is engaging Desert Raiders. That one Desert Raider does go down, one Desert Raider remains. Horseman just stabbing everything. Horseman should just continue with stabbing everything. He's just trying to focus on the Desert Raider. He can mark the Desert Raider while the Horseman just attack. So unfold back there. It didn't take too much damage to the most. The horse is trying to counter-charge. These horsemen back on off gets a bit of damage there. So far, it's only been able to kill off one villager in total. Huh. The Desert Raider did go down. Oh yeah, right there. I don't know why I thought 50. Looks like Sign has not been able to kill a whole lot or anything at all. Just one villager. So I'm getting these mixed up. And now do have an outpost and a mill being established. Blues push way forward, scattering the deer. We've now got some spearmen mixed on in for the Deadly Sultan. Not a bad idea. Does get a bit of spear brace there. One of those horsemen do go down. Gazi Raider does activate bow mode. He's just there for the camel unease debuff. Also, the bow's not bad. Stronger than a regular archer with good attack speed. Gazi Raider is trying to get a little bit overwhelmed. Got some spearmen to help out, but Sign just has a good number of horsemen here. Scout down. Spearmen, don't be too brave. Don't charge forward. You're way outnumbered. Rest of these spearmen now advancing way forward. Spearman gets some damage there. One the horseman to go down. And these Desert Raiders getting some good micro there. Desert Raider getting hit by these archers. It has no inherent range armor, so archers will do full damage to them. Both nearby horsemen are pretty good counter to those archers. Second site decaptured. Gazi Raiders moving around, perhaps trying to hit these villagers. There's a lot of villagers there. 14 villagers, only 5 of them get inside the outpost. Now it's going to play Ring Around the Rosie. Horsemen Gazi Raiders or Desert Raiders trying to engage the Gazi Raiders. Does force them back. Didn't take any villager losses there. And the outpost being established there for additional protection. And nice thing as well, the deer are nearby, so he can keep those outposts around for more protection when he starts collecting up all the venison. Scholars now push way forward, trying to capture the sacred sites. Very nice. You could try booting some of them and start camping the relics, and could eye for an age up. At least some players are very fond of age up right now, so maybe just going for, He knows his opponent's mostly horseman composition, so probably better to keep those scholars in the location, either pick up relics or B as a medic station. And now his opponent's entirely mounted, so mobility is good. Blue needs to get just more spearmen. He has a good number of archers, which I think he should cool off the archer production. They're good against Desert Raiders, don't get me wrong, but the problem is, I think spearmen would generally just be better. We'll torch down the outpost now. Those villagers will go down. Got these units backing on off now. Is trying to gain that Ghazi or that Scholar. Ghazi Raiders engaging the Horsemen. Desert Raiders do take out the Scholar, but 6 side is captured. And looks like Blues can pursue these forces. Good number of spear there. Archers have to focus down those Desert Raiders. Most Desert Raiders have gone down. Now Blue just has a much larger force in the field. Quality is in favor of Blue as well. But this bar down there, all this information is not always correct. All 6 sites are captured by Blue, which will easily be stopped. But it does give him a good amount of gold income. A lot of notifications there. Villagers going down there in good number. With some notifications, players' attention is getting split, as well as mine. Where do I focus? This is, looks like Blue's just gonna hunt them down to the ends of the earth, which is located right here. And Sign maybe will take out some reinforcements, which would be a nice pick. Golden Age tier 2 now active. Blue has a good archer spearman force there. Golden Age tier 2 improves research speed, which is not super important at the moment. Not researching anything at the moment. Mage, faster age of course will be nice. But right now the IBID player has nowhere near enough gold. And Deadly Soul is trying to get enough gold for his age as well, thanks to these 6 sites. He currently has 0 villagers in gold as well, so one of the few economic benefits that the Deadly Sultan have. The free research is always hard for me to calculate, since it's slower, but of course free. Also means guaranteed, you can just simply queue it up and don't worry about it. While other economic benefits are much more noticeable, like faster farming speed and things of that sort. And plus, I didn't have no way to really calculate the free research speed. Probably just add them all up and you get this eventually. But the capturing secret sites early means you not only can pressure your opponent with a victory condition early, but also gives you a bit of gold, free gold generation early, which, if you have all of them, 375 gold, additional gold income is even greater than what even the Maulians can get. Capture 1 sacred site is starting to match Maulians. 2 is definitely equal, greater, and actually greater than what Maulians can get. Villagers, some of them do go down there. Both sides lost a good amount of villagers. Both players are hovering around 40, which is very low at this moment. 60 minutes in, you expect both players. Well, yeah, I usually cast replays. It seems like people go for extra their town centers since I focus on longer replays. So it always feels like they probably have 60 right about now. I was seeing how they both lost 11 and 16, probably greater than 16. Because right now they technically both should have around 55. Archers versus archers. I think the archers will win. Sign has +1 range damage, but no range armor. While Blue, of course, has all of them for free. Sign also has +1 melee damage. Don't know the math, but that may be mathematically necessary for some of his engagements. Sign also does not have base level 1 gold income, but does have the Golden Age tier 1, which is effectively 1 free farming and 2/3 wood and gold. So his water collection's higher, his gold collection's lower, and his food collection's also is higher. But not too many farms at the moment to really make it higher. Gazi Raiders charge on in, Sign backs on off, archers engaging. Sign does not have any spearmen. Blue does, 19 of them. Archers firing away. I think they're just generally getting damage from everything. Some of these Gazi Raiders are getting quite wounded. Gazi Raiders push way forward and backwards. Not many Gazi Raiders remaining. Spearmen are still here in good numbers. Science archers somewhat here in good numbers. Blue has more spearmen and archers. Compound defender now being researched. Give him access to the free 6. No, that's the one that gives him access to early keep research as well as make your keeps cheaper. The early keep research is actually the best thing I think about it, rather than just having cheaper keeps. Because you get your village fortress about 2-3 minutes before you usually get it at the quickest. And the Ibid player, when he gets those village fortress up, he will have a lot of extra villager queues. Not to mention he has the large, small stone deposit within his sphere of influence, so he has plenty of stone here. It's a matter of just actually trying to claim it. Wait, no, that's Ibid's. Blue's Stealthy Soulman. My bad. Has a small and large stone deposit in Sphere of Influence with still a good amount of stone. Gazi Raiders backing on off. Archers moving around. Good number of spearmen archers there. Various research. We do not have the swiftness. I just think of flagellants when I see that icon. Is that supposed to be a staff or whip? The lines are coming off of it, so it actually more looks like a staff rather than whip. And it looks like to me, it looks like a whip. And that's why I think flagellation. Am I wrong in thinking that? Probably. Sort of. There's a lot of times where there's a icon in a video game. Most of the I remember sometimes like where a player base thought, oh, it's this, but now when they more and more look at it, they realize, oh wait, it's never that to begin with. Primarily the hand and the spaceship when it comes to Stellaris. Scholar. Oh, close. Gets the conversion. Oh, there's some free horsemen. A little bit on the wounded side, but free horseman is free horseman. Now that was all the remaining horsemen Ibid player. He has a couple of Desert Raiders being established. Of course, we don't see... Nope, no age up. Like I said beforehand, we don't see visual indication that there's an age up. We're now the veteran archer research. We have Lance in the field. I did not realize the Deadly Soul... Oh yeah, we saw a compound defender. Duh. Of course, Deadly Soul does not have access timing tax due to the nature of them having slow research. So he has to push forward a few Age units. Handful of Castle Age Lancers, though. Good micro there by those archers. There's a veteran spirit in archers. Now he has a timing tack. Timing into the tack. That's a horrible pun. Archers being focused down there. And Sindo's back to the game now. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need the restroom. Please give me 1 moment. Let's go ahead and find another player. Let's see if you have replays. You look like you have replays. A little bit too short, but not by too much. Skip the custom maps because I have trouble downloading them for some odd reason. Go too short. We could perhaps do this one. Just keep an eye on that one. Yeah, here we go. 25 minutes is a good number. That in 30 minutes. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the left side is the green French. We have a foreign name. On bottom right side as a cyan or pink Byzantines. Where did I get cyan from? We have L, Louis, and T. When it comes to map generation, look at Pink's trees. Got one here off the side, so it's easy to collect, but also provides no real natural cover. This one's here a little bit in a line, so it's some natural cover there. And help project up here with a small tree deposit with some good amount of gold and stone. Berries a little bit farther forward though. Berries are in front, berries in back, and two large or two deer deposits relatively close by, but with no real natural cover there. And the gold, well, we've got a line of 3 small gold deposits here. Large in the center, large in the center left, or bottom left, and small next to Pumbaa. When it comes to greens map generation, the French don't get or any real benefits from berries, so we'll be collecting up that last. Gold and stone spawn nice and back. Extra stone and a deer deposit were back here. This deer deposit is somewhat close to the boar and 2 berry deposits, so there's actually quite a bit of congestion of resources. It's maybe a good spot for another town center. School cavalry being established by the French. Imperial Hippodrome being established here, which is relatively rare. What mercenaries? You can see the incredibly powerful mercenary Magidai combination. Population, so it comes to 480. Yeah, they should be costing 450, not 480. After all, Magidai did get a slight cost reduction, so they cost 150 in total each. So they never adjust the price of mercenary Magidai. But Imperial Hippodrome goes great with Magidai, getting them +4 damage, going from 6 to 10 damage is very, very significant. Horsemen now being built now. Trade post up here for Sipahi, which could go very well with Imperial Hippodrome as well. A lot of good horse mercenaries. And now we've got a bit of conflict here. No Explorators, or however you pronounce that, just yet. We do have some Royal Knights being pulled on the field. The French player will start slowly gaining more villagers on the field than his opponent. The faster production speed does stab that villager. More Royal Knights being pulled on the field. Just got a good number of these horsemen being established by the Byzantine player. Going for quality is one way to deal with them. Knights will offer greater health or damage and armor. Horsemen just grouping up there. Has gone for the Explorators, or however you pronounce that. And he has 15 seconds of triumph available at the moment. Scout is down, not a big surprise. Local doggo does go down. And the Byzantine player is going for some Limitani, maybe just trying to pull out near some relatively exposed villagers like this guy here. No hardened Limitani, designed for just some basic defenders against the Royal Knights. We got now survival techniques being researched. Green probably does spot this. Good number of villagers there. No Explorators being researched just yet. We do have Chivalry for the French. Here comes Royal Knights. Oh, something I just realized as well. I forgot to change positioning my avatar because it's the Age of Empires 3 positioning. Bit of damage there. Do have Triumph active, which is going to last a bit of time. So he'll make his escape. Will be at full health. But that was quite a not great time for Triumph, honestly. Limitani now engaged hard on Limitani on the build queue, which will increase the bonus damage from 17 to 20, as well as good +1 damage. +4 damage does go a long way, especially when fighting against units with 190 health. Villagers pulled off from where? Time for the berry bushes there. One, the Royal Knights does go down. Does get good charge attacks there. Does do a 1-2 slice on that guy. He does not have textiles. Textiles is one of those reasons you should go for sooner rather than later when you fight against the French, since they can two-shot villagers. Wood collection there. Do have a cistern here. I for another cistern right there. Actually, it says right now in the radius of cistern must be at the maximum edge. Yeah, some of these guys are not affected. Not enough stone for it, however. We have these horsemen moving around. Takes out a deer. Is killing off some of this deer. Has some archers in the region as well. So it looks like the French going for knight archers. The Byzantine player, I don't think has deployed out any mercenaries right now. There's a mercenary house. He's not eyeing for the field mercenaries. I do believe some of these field mercenaries could be very useful. He's fighting against French, so good chance he'd be fighting against a large number of Royal Knights, so mercenary arbaleteers wouldn't be half bad. And Sipahi does go as those Magadai, Desert Raiders. All those go well with the Imperial Hippodrome. So I think it's an oversight not going with the field mercenaries. Most players don't rely on the field mercenaries. The Golden Horn Tower can mix in these field mercenaries as well if you have a mercenary camp next to one of them, which can be very nice. He is going for the, what's that, Eastern Mercenary contract? Which I always forget what mercenaries provide what. Gotta switch to him. There we go. Keshex. Keshex, Skelam, War Elephants. Bit of damage there.
Κινήθητε στρατιώτες. Αποχωρήσατε. Κινήθητε στρατιώτες.
Oh. One village does go down. Good number of Limitani here. No spear braces though. No spear brace. And now we got these Limitani taking some damage. I think that was the YouTube description. Welcome to the channel. We do now have the Illumitani getting some damage. And now got all these Royal Knights falling back. Took severe damage right there. And he does have Chivalry, so falling back right now will allow him to get some good health regen going. The Horsemen may want to eye to hunt these guys down since they're so wounded. Does split off the Scout there, looks like he's chasing the Scout, which is part of the thing that Green's willing to let go down. Horsemen moving around. Wolf getting some bites there. Over here we do now have the outpost taking some fire. We do now have, looks like some of these guys. One Royal Knight did in fact go down. He's just pulled him back, lets Chivalry does its work. Does find a sheep there. He shall lead in the glory of conquest and battle. Looks like this horseman will go down, some health remaining. So one slice and he's down. Horseman down. There's a charge attack now since they got out of the maximum range. Does connect to that one. 2 connects on that horseman. 27 health remaining. Good number of archers here. Looks like one of the Illumitanians did find the archers. And now I've got a good number of Keshiks. Right now, Keshiks are a good supplementary force since they are heavy enough to engage the archers, while also heavy enough to reasonably engage Royal Knights. That's still, of course, far inferior. And also these horsemen just being split up and taken out. Knight does go down. 6 Keshiks are currently on the field, going for a banner ram now. Horseman Scout trying to fall back. When the deer do go down. And he has enough storage here for all these villagers. A lot of extra arrows there. No +1 damage, which means these arrows will do 2 damage per arrow. At least the extra ones. Horseman quickly going down. Here comes the banner ram. 2 outposts now established. 1 for arrow slit. He does have enough stone for another arrow. Oh no, that's 50 stone, not 25. I don't know why I thought 25. More banner rams being established now. Make his attack now. Does use Spear Wall. Force Spear Illumitani to engage those Royal Knights. Keshiks and Horsemen should try hitting those archers. One the outpost to get set ablaze. Villagers pop on out. Trying to repair it up now. Keshiks push way forward. Banner rams all gone down. Illumitani gains a good damage on those Royal Knights, but they're slowly being whittled down. More Horsemen push way forward. Keshiks here in somewhat okay numbers, but the archers now quickly getting report. Taking out those archers while the spearmen have free range over those Royal Knights. But it looks like almost all the Illumitani are down. Almost all the archers down. There's still a good number of these Royal Knights left on the field. One does get picked off by one last arrow. And Zephyric victory for both sides. It's just Zephyric. I don't know who's technically victory. Looks like Pink is overall the victor since his job was defend, and he's defended. Royal Knights backing on off. They need a lot of healing. The Horsemen can start plinking away at them. He could use Triumph right now. I don't know how many seconds of Triumph he has at the moment. That could have gotten increased movement speed and damage, as well as, of course, a bit of health for Jen to go a long way. Couple Illumitani push forward. He's getting rid of the Spear Wall. I really want to take a look, see how much seconds of Triumph he has at the moment. I think Pinky right now should just fall back Royal Knight's getting here in good numbers. His Lunatanian is still in spear ball formation. Royal Knight's severely wounded. He's doing a good job of keeping them alive. These guys are... Kesha goes down there. Those 3 Keshas are almost dead. He has 20 seconds of triumph. That could have been very useful. May have forgotten about it. This is only 3 Keshas in the field. 20 seconds of triumph would give him not a full heal, but just a good amount of healing. It still provides just +4, right? I'm not going crazy. Yes. Rather than percentage increase. The reason why it really does benefit high attack speed cavalrymen very, very, very well. And the highest attack speed cavalry in the game is the Magudai. Another pair of Keshiks on the build queue. More horsemen as well. Lunatani, that makes sense. And battering rams being established. I think the Keshiks are just going to go around and raid the villagers. These ones are somewhat exposed. There's a lot of outposts there. None of them have any weapon upgrades. Let's spot the battering ram. Right now, Green has an army of 41 versus 21. Got a good amount of food and gold here. I think he's trying to age up. The French player looks like not trying to age up. And the single spearman just killed 3 Keshiks since they're also wounded. And it looks like Pink just abandoned that region, which makes sense. Villagers being tasked on the wood after dropping off the berries. Good number of archers, spearmen, and knights on the build queue for the French. Archers, horsemen, and Lunatani for the Byzantians. Exposure enough olive oil for another round of Keshiks. Yes, he has enough olive oil for Keshiks. Horseman takes a bit of damage here. Looks like going to try to pick off these barriers once he has opportunity. And of course the melee vulnerability. I really wish it would... Was that the one really that wounded? I really wish for the battering rams, like, oh, melee vulnerability? Got the range resist in one. Can't just do like minus 20% on the other one? Golden Horn Tower now being established. The Byzantines trying to go for his castle age. In which, against all the archers and spearmen, the Varangian Guard wouldn't be half bad. Against the Royal Knights, they won't be that great, but you can always get some spearmen, as well as cataphracts help deal with them. Crossbowmen as well. So yeah, maybe Varangian Guard crossbow would be the best composition. For mercenaries, you'll have access to the Gilom, another man-at-arms variant, so you can supplement on in. Doesn't really need Keshiks as much anymore. Royal Institute now being deployed in the field. So it looks like they're going to try to win the game in H3 rather than trying to go for economical. Royal Institute, of course, giving access to some powerful research earlier and cheaper. Army is 75 versus 42. Ink says it's a higher destroy value, however, remember as well, some of this stuff doesn't calculate the olive oil stuff, so I have no idea the exact values here. Rangan Guard and more Ketchiks on the build queue. It does have veteran mercenaries on the build queue. It's probably from the Golden Horn Tower. Good charge attack there. Pink's horsemen are falling back now. These guys are still being pursued. Looks like they're going to try to make their way down to here. Right now, Pink's army is still much smaller. Good number of Lumentani on the field, as well as a handful of crossbowmen. Not going for a veteran horseman just yet. Ketchik horseman engaging some of these villagers, very nice. Still does not have the explorators. This one does not have textiles woes, so he will 5-shot. Nope, he'll still take 6 shots to take out the villagers with the horseman. He's at +1 armor. Pink's or Green's army is not straightforward. Pink has a decent defense force, but there's just a large amount of archers there, which he doesn't really have a counter of them available. Yep, it's a pretty good sized army. There's a handful of archers there. Wolo right there. May get 2 free spearmen. Spearmen advance way forward. Of course, these Royal Knights, they do have the Royal Bloodlines research, which have provided 322 health from this age, which is a very significant amount. Yeah, they'll really punch through even through Lumentani. Archers, of course, getting some good shots on them as well. He has Spearball active, which means they reduce their damage output. They don't take as much damage. Pink's army on the front line is starting to disintegrate. These forces forward. Pink's army is largely disintegrated. They'll shrink in the various outposts now. Crossbowman backing off. He doesn't have much versus these archers. Didn't use. He has not been using Triumph whatsoever. He has 46 seconds of Triumph available. That is not good. Hasn't been spending that. Got some French man-at-arms not being employed in the field. Ketchik's trying to find out who to engage these villagers. Some Guillaumes here, trying to build some battering rams. A couple battering rams right here would be quite good. Just focus on the outpost, crack it open to get the nice soft interior. The villagers. House goes down there. Pink has a good number of villagers here, but he's running out of food in that region, so not going to be useful that soon. He could eye for boar, try to sneak down there. Too many villagers to collect the boar, but at least get some food going. Now those villagers going on down. Crane's pushing forward for more force over here. Pink has some of an army here. 3 Guillaumes crossbow, a cataphract and some Rangan Guard. Cataphract does charge way forward, gets a good trample effect. Battering rams just clean through all that infrastructure in the back line. And Green's army is just a little bit everywhere. Pink does course back of the game. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see if there's any other good replays from him. A little bit short. Too short. Here we go. 36-minute replay. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Bars 4 replay. So on bottom left side as the red French, we have a foreign name. On top of right side as assigned English, we have L, Louis, MT. Map generation. I did notice the English player has both his deer deposits pretty close by each other. Gold and ore. This is rich with all of his food. Bit of berries, but of course the English player won't touch it. A couple small stone deposits. So most of the routes will spawn in that direction. That's good expansion direction. Bit of gold, stone from the collect. Probably won't touch this berry deposit whatsoever. It's English after all. French. Let's see. Deer deposit with some gold nearby. A little bit more spread out. Down over here, the other deer deposit. Or next to some berries. Definitely the French did not draw as good as a map draw. And let's see. Hard to say what each player will go for. Probably School of Cavalry. That's default for French. And lately, the Abbey Kings have been default for the English. No Council Hall. He is going to put on the forward a bit. He's eyeing for secondary town center. French, of course, does have slightly faster village production, which also means better economy. However, it does also means more food consumption, as villagers still cost the same amount. Does find a sheep there. English player pretty close against another town center. Looks like the French player is also eyeing for another town center. Got an early Royal Knight being pulled out on the field. Of course, the king is queued on up. King's now pulled on the field as well. The king is inferior to the Royal Knight by a significant amount. He may have more health, but his attack speed is abysmal. Has less damage as well. Technically does move slightly faster than Royal Knight, but if he gets pursued by Royal Knight, the Royal Knight will probably maintain speed with the charge attacks. King charges way forward. The Royal Knight just needs to attack him. The king does get a good charge. The French player does have enough stone for a town center, so not really a early withdrawal, just an adequate withdrawal. The king, of course, does have a bit of health regen at the moment, and now he's going to collect a bit of wood. I'm not sure what he's going to eye for secondary town center. Maybe this deer deposit. Bill's just heading up here to the deer to get a town center going. English player deploys town center right there, and now going for some farms in this region. Looks like the English player is going to be let the king draw all the attention of the French player, and I just to boom off of it. The French player will still have higher village production with this 2 town centers. Right now, the French player will have what? 1 1/4 extra village production? 0.7, probably 0.75 if I hazard a guess. So that was a slight advantage for the French. We do have a barracks on pulling field, going for some hardened spearmen, very nice. Get some charge hits there. We have walls now being established here. Survival techniques being researched. Local doggo demands head pats. You monster. We do now have the knights and scout moving around, trying to find an opportunity to engage. Another mill being established. Double hardened spearman protecting that lady. She's doing all the hard work. They're just standing around and watching.
Obeyo.
Oh. King does find some good damage there and does manage to kill a villager. And there goes all the French players' advantage of the faster villager production. Because the advantage is very small right now. Approximately 25% faster village production at the moment. Total villager production. Means he'll get a extra villager compared to his opponent like once every minute and a half. Roughly. It looks like he will focus on that one spearman. If he takes on spearman like that one time, he can't take good engagements. If he gets Shively, he can take repeatedly, I can't speak. Secondary engagements. Scout is down, not big surprise. English player has just good number spearman at the moment. We've got more Royal Knights for the French player. The King does draw a bit of damage there. And thinks his slight faster move speed is going to give these guys a high-speed chase. And it looks like the French player is just not going to be pursuing them. Not worth it. Basic farming research for the French player. Of course, the English player has something inherently better at this moment. Plus 20%, which is effectively level 2 farming research without needing to get any farming research. And Red's now eyeing for an outpost here. And looks like scientists are trying to build some more basic walls. We now have another house going on up. Now soon be 20 spearmen versus 8 Royal Knights, so technically Red does have a higher quality army. You need 24 spearmen to match 8 Royal Knights in at least numerical value. Playing up forward here, and some berries. Got basic walls over here as well. First player is able to eat all the food income, has a gold somewhat secure. King here does get sporadic damage and thanks to this distraction, the King has been doing a great job of distracting. Hasn't lost a single king just yet. If I would highlight it, you can see it's labeled for free. The King may go down here. The King is dead. Guild Hall now being researched by the French player. The English player almost has enough food to age up as well. Probably will go with the White Tower. The French player has lost a secondary villager to the King, so that limits the advantage of the French player. Yeah, he's actually going with the King's Palace, which will give him third villager queue, which is actually going to be a good, which will improve his economy compared to his opponent. No basic economic research. The French player has gone for basic economic research. Of course, the farming is effectively 1 1/3 of the other resources. Yep, the French player's economy is just generally better. Couple spearmen there, getting overran. Castle Age now complete. Got a good number of hardened spearmen here. They may... Nope, red does back off away from the gate. No traversable land right there, but there's plenty of traversable land here. Spear in hot pursuit. He does have a scout here to spot for him, which is very important. If he didn't have that scout there, he may have would have run straight into Spearman and died. A veteran Spearman research on the way for the English player, which makes sense. The king's being rebuilt, retrained. Long live the king. That last one did live pretty long. Knights moving around with a scout. More walls being established now. Single spearman there, could have got a good spear brace. I think he pulled back the spearman. Does not destroy that wall. Good damage there. Now that these Royal Knights falling back, took severe damage from the spearmen. We do now have the Gamberson research, as well as a fortified outpost somewhere, right here. Spring gold afterwards. Plus 1 melee armor. He of course gets inherently free melee damage for the French. Spear and advance way forward. Not exactly a villager killer, but they can fight villagers quite well. But right now with the English player, with thanks to that King's Palace, he will start pulling ahead in villager production. Walls to go down there. Now the English player is going to be trying to claim some relics. The French player is going for Arbaletiers, which may not sound like a counter to Spearman, but with Gamberson, right now the Spearmen do 9 damage. With Gamberson, these Arbaletiers have 6 melee armor, so these Spearmen are doing 3 damage per strike. Additionally, he's getting more melee armor. If he gets both of them, he'll have 8 melee armor. If the English player doesn't go for any melee damage, those Spearmen would do 1 damage to Arbaletiers in melee. Yeah, Arbaletiers can be a counter to the Spearmen. Not by bonus damage, but just taking lack of damage. Of course, the English player sees it. He can also go for bonus damage to counter out the armor, but still, doing 3 damage per stab is not great. Sure, they attack slightly faster than an Arbaletier at 0.188 per second rather than 0.2.12. It's not too terribly fast. Yeah, somehow Arbaletiers are technically a counter to the Spearmen when Gamberson's researched. Monk gets sniped. King taking some crossbow fire. Spearman stabbing that monk, making extra holy. Additional economic research for the English player. Crossbone gets some good damage there, takes out those spearmen. That villager looks like will go down. Of course, spearmen are very cheap, so they're easy to put everywhere and stab a whole bunch of villagers. Right now, villagers with wheelbarrow do move faster than spearmen, at least their base speed. The charge is a little bit of another matter. We do now have chivalry being researched by the French player.
Bien was euch.
Now we've got the Wormguard Palace. Very fun landmark. In exception front line, there's a large number of things you could go for. Wormguard Raiders is effectively a very fast producing stable with a bit of a discount. Wormguard Footman is anti-cavalry footman, which with the changes to the elite army attacks to give them additional melee armor rather than health. Probably not a good idea. He's fighting against French arbaletiers, and so probably a good idea not to go the Wormguard Footman, even though they will be very good against those Royal Knights. Wormguard Rangers are nice. They have pretty good range. I think the Wormguard Raiders is just the best way to go. As much as oh, that was not the Wormguard Palace, was it? That was a keep. He is going for Wormguard Rangers. They're a nice elite longbowman variant, which you don't have to worry about getting the elite longbowman research. Didn't they get slightly nerfed where they now do 8 range rather than 9 range, and then get affected by a silk bow? I think Wormguard Raiders are actually probably best right now for the English player. They're cheap. They're cheaper and fast producing. This costs 850 resources to build. It's 25 build seconds, so that's equivalent to 6 barracks. But the amount you get from it, you get 3 knights, which is 720 plus 3 horsemen. One will put them up to the 850 value, and then you get basically 2 horsemen for free. So it's effectively 6 stables that you build stuff at a discount. Wormguard Rangers are a elite longbowman variant. You don't need to get the elite longbowman research, and they have 8 tower range, 12 damage, plus of course bonus damage to light melee, which he does have. Not fighting against, but also root damage versus the light gunpowder, which the French player may get Cannoneers, but French tend to rely on arbaletiers. As much as I love Wormguard Rangers, I don't think they're a really good item at the moment. I suppose they do have really good range to snipe the arbaletiers. That is another matter, and their higher base damage makes it so they can punch through the passive ability. It may passively get occasionally. He's going for more Wormguard Rangers. Made another queue of 2, so you soon have 24. And they can also get +2 range on top of stone walls, giving them 10 range. Wormguard Rangers can get stupidly long range if you position just right on top of stone walls. But yeah, maybe just try and go for Wormguard Rangers to counter arbaletiers, just go absurdly long range. Which I do agree it can be very useful. Just need to get the University research going for them. I don't think the English player is deployed out of University. Has a good amount of resource for everything, just needs a bit more on the gold. Probably could stand to get elite spearmen. After all, he's fighting against the French. The possibility of needing of elite spearmen is very, very likely. Since French tend to go for heavy Royal Knights or heavy into elite horsemen. Either way, they're both vulnerable to a pointy stick. Wormguard Rangers getting some good volleys here. It does take out a couple of them. And he doesn't have really much blacksmith research. He has, oh, the English player has triple blacksmith on the field. Makes sense, he's basically had none for a bit of time. Trying to see if there's a university that is a monastery. There's a university. Yep, should give him plus 1.5, so 9.5 range Wormguard Rangers. German slow being picked off there. Incendiaries just give him plus 20% damage. How effective is their siege arrow? Is it 3 or 4 damage? There's the Spearman research, very nice. There is the Silk Bow String research. We also got a red keep here. Does go for a bombard. Here's the thing as well when it comes to Warngard Palace. The Warngard army is incredibly dirt cheap. You get 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, which is 400 resources, which is the cost of the army, and get a free trebuchet to go along with it. Yeah, if you want a free trebuchet, go for Warngard army. It does take a bit of time to pull on the field at 1:15. Spearman took out the Royal Knights, no problem. Does have the pass ability there, give him increased range armor, but in the +1 range will simply not be able to reach the Warngard Rangers. Trying to push way forward. Got some monks here, healing them up. Bombard against good damage on the keep, almost down. Villagers are preparing it up now. More spearmen just being drawn in. Do have some veteran horsemen. He could eye some palings. Throw some palings in the back ones, pull back the units behind the palings, and then let palings do the work. Looks like everything's falling back, charging the spearmen forward. Oh, we got senior arrows researched by the French player. Senior research now on the way from the English player, going for more Warngard Rangers. And believe it or not, nope, that doesn't look like be traversable. Those old patches where this little bit of wall zone there was traversable land. Doesn't appear to be anymore. Keep is now ablaze. Villagers out of stone. I want to take a look at the guild hall, but guess we'll have to worry about that a little bit later. He doesn't have the arrow volley research just yet. Passive's now pulling the field. Right now the Warngard Rangers have 15 damage. These guys can get, what, 10 range armor with passive to pull in the field. Trebuchet now pulling the field, very nice. Keep course is destroyed. Bombard as well. Outpost as well. He is going for blast projectiles, or shattering projectiles, whatever it's called. Senior research now complete, now has 18 damage, and the siege to arrow is just 3. Which is not bad. With that 5.5 tower range, is able to outrange many things. You have the elite horseman research for the French. Now go for royal bloodlines. And now we do also have the gold drop-off research. Very good research. And he doesn't actually have a whole lot of gold on left side of the map, so we may not actually get a profit from this. This does cost 500 gold. There's probably a mathematical way to count how much value, how much gold requires on the map to get some value from it. Nope, there's actually a good gold cause there. Should get some value there. As a reason why in Age of Mythology, your economic research costs the other cost of research. And I think it's the same way as Age of Empires 3 as well, where the economic research simply costs the other 2 researches, which I like that system. Invest the other resources to get 1 resource. Springald Tower has a range of 9. The Warngard Rangers can outrange it. Of course, so can trebuchets. We also got the king here. He has a bit more proper stats in this age. And immediately gets sniped by all the Arbaletiers. Because he's classified as heavy, and they kill heavy. And spearmen. Warngard Rangers getting some good damage there. He may have queued up a whole bunch of orders. Spearmen, however, getting a little bit torn apart. On some basic walls there. I hear more horsemen being pulled on the field by the French. More Warngard Rangers queued on up for the English player. Outpost is down. The French player is low in gold. English player has a mass resource stockpile of everything, going for architects and geometry. couple students just push way forward, trying to torch down some stuff. Longbowmen, or the Warguard Rangers, have pretty good base damage, so they punch the Elite Horseman armor by 10 damage, which is not bad. Don't know if he has the arrow volley research just yet. That's a blacksmith, or is it an archer range research? I can't remember. That may actually be an archer range research. I don't think he actually has built a single archer range this game. The arrow volley could be very useful. Gets the Warguard Rangers on top of the walls, giving him 10.5 tower range. Oh, only increases the range by 1 now, not 2. Oops. Didn't see that in the last patches. Patch notes. But still, 10.5 range is quite good. Whereas in the French cannon, it has 10 range. There's arrow volley research. He may have finally built an archer range for it. I'm just going to take a quick glance around for it. Oh. Arrow volley is now available. Of course, I have the wrong player selected, so I don't really see it for the moment. There's the arrow volley activated there. Or maybe not. That may have passed, is what I heard. Try and get the Warguard Rangers on top of the walls. Very nice. Now they have activated. Nope, they have not activated increased range. On top of the walls, they of course get 25% less range of damage. Bombard getting ripped apart there. And now we got some more walls being established by Cyan. That's an unusual spot for the Cyan walls. I'm not sure why he's trying to pull it out like that. Let's see, let's find the guild hall. I'm curious about the... There's the guild hall. 2,000 food stored on up and collecting up more food right now. He has a good amount of villagers on gold, so collecting up all the gold on the map. The English player has a massive resource float. Still a decent amount of stone inside the map. It may be a possibility for him to go for a wonder. But he's trying to push forward stone walls for mobile siege camps, siege emplacements, showing that mill who's boss. Elite Royal Knight being researched, canted saddle, so it looks like the French player is going to try to push forward for quality. He has no production queue going, but he's at pop cap. Production queue is important, so if you start losing units, they can at least get immediate replacements. The English player does max pop cap, has a good number of trebuchets and Warguard Rangers queued up, and a single spearman. Lightweight beams. School cavalry now on the siege. This is not. That is the capital. Just a town bell. 2 out of 4 landmarks are there. The other 2 are far spread apart. School cavalry goes down, reducing production speed of all stables. Giant projectiles get some damage there. Warguard Rangers in a really good spot. Oh. I always want to see somebody do Warguard Rangers pushing from the high ground like this. Does utilize the arrow volley there. Massive choke point there. Good spot for the Warguard Rangers. The French horsemen getting ripped apart. The French arbaletiers getting ripped apart by trebuchets of all things. Here comes the French battering rams. The Warguard Rangers should be attack move to these corner bits there, which they may be. The king is dead. Battering rams push way forward. Trebuchets charge forward, causing movement issues for the battering rams. Unusual, but effective. Some of these battering rams are caging these wall segments. However, he has nothing to storm the walls. He can push forward with archers, which don't have silk bowstrings, but he'll be on equal footing. Not Not like where melee units just get range resist and clear out the top of the walls. Neither of them have melee infantry, which is really weird for the English. I suppose he has spearmen, which is melee infantry. They didn't destroy that one wall segment. French fire backing on off. The walls are creeping on in. So he saw a pop cap, very good. Maybe a good idea to go for a mass number of Mangonels. After all, he's fighting against Warguard Rangers, so they would do decent, reasonable damage versus Mangonels. Siege camp going down, he's going for more battering rams. So if the English players clean up some of these outlying forests, he has eaten this entire forest there. What was that? I guess he made a lot of theeds or sneeds. What was it called for Dr. Seuss? Oh well. Of course, we do have the Townsend here. Does have the Arbalest in placement, doing some good damage there. Villagers may go down. He has plenty expendable. He has a good enough economy to lose some villagers. Losing them's not a big problem right now. They'll just make it so he can build a large military force. He has good number of Warguard Rangers, Trebuchets, and Spearmen to build too. Battering rams pushing the way forward. The French players consumed all his entire force. Has no gold income at the moment, barring a single relic. And only has food. Though this is probably one last assault for the French player. Pattern's getting tied up on a bit of everything. Along the Warguard Rangers doing some generally good damage. There goes some wall segments because nothing storm up the walls. So the Warguard Rangers are perfectly fine. There's no threat to them. He may destroy the walls, but he's not going to gain much ground. Spearmen to Sorcerers being bleed on in. There are 38 Warguard Rangers, only 13 Elite Archers and 11 Arbaletiers. So the Warguard Rangers, I suppose destroying the walls underneath the Warguard Rangers so the horsemen can take them out is one possibility. Not a great possibility. Trebuchets are going down. Trebuchets need to focus down the battering rams. They do siege damage, right? Yep. And that way you can protect those wall segments. Spearmen just trying to act on forward. Against good splash damage of a longbowman, that's not a bad idea. French player just sending everything in. 6-side victory. I didn't realize the 6-side victory in 2 minutes. Villagers back on off. English player has pretty good resource flow. Over 10,000 gold. No traders in the field. Warguard Rangers, the Lords is still pretty safe. Only lost one entire engagement so far. Look at the destroyed value, even though it's not accurate. Nearly 60,000 versus 32,000. The English player has been twice as effective. More horsemen bleeding on forward, which is occasionally spearmen, which is not good. And Red does back the game now. The Zangrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before we get on the next replay, I do need your rushing again. Please give me one moment. My apologies, I'm back. Drank a lot of fluids. Any more replays I can find from him? 20 seconds, perfect. 24, probably could do that one. That was the one we just did. Is that the same players or different players? Different players. Greetings everyone, and great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side as Yellow Roos, we have A4 name. Spawn top left side as the Pink Zuzi's Legacy. We have L, Louis, MT. That's a map generation. This map, of course, has a lot of forests. We got some deer next to some berries, near some tree deposits, relatively safe. Also, for the cliff faces, we got a decent cliff face in between the two players, so maybe a little bit choke pointy around here. Yellow also has 3 gold deposits pretty close by each other as well, so that is a good amount of coin for the Roos player. Here close by, easy securable with a little bit of walls here, as well as 2 stone deposits as well. Trading post is pretty securable as well with the Roos. Goomba next to a large gold deposit. Looks like Pink has 2 gold deposits relatively safe as well. Bit of berries on backline if he needs it. And his other small gold deposits spawned a little bit forward. Or it's this other one, next to a large gold deposit. So I'm feeling Pink should be able to secure this region quite well. Yellow would definitely be able to secure the stone. Got triple scout for the Roos. A bit of damage there on the scout. Meditation guard is now being researched. Meditation garden is being established here, which should be affected by 2 large stone deposits. Got a good amount of wood, and this is a large berry deposit, which is so that should be 48 food, 50 stone, and probably maybe even around 50 wood. Zhangin Tower also being built, so it's going for a fast Song Dynasty. Gremlin just being plowed there, good protective position. This player could try to get a town center here. That's also a decent spot for a town center, forward position. Because this is most fights are gonna be around here. Roos scouts really disturbing the meditation garden. Looks like half the wood to the food, so the max amount of wood is going to be approximately 24. And the Zuzi's Legacy is eyeing for secondary town center. The Roos is not. I think it's going for a fast fortress, or not fortress, castle. Wrong Age of Empires game. Single horseman award away the scouts. A little bit of damage there. Scouts moving around. Killing off the deer. Wait, does he have professional scouts? He has professional scouts. Oh! I did not see that being researched. And unless somehow the Roos got that for free now. I doubt that. I really think the professional scout could be a possible good way for Mongols to get a slight buff. But he has professional scouts, so you start bringing this deer home. Not bringing up the bacon, just bringing in some venison. Because the bacon's right there, and it's a little bit dangerous. Outpost here. And now we've got Abbey of the Trinity being built. A very rare landmark. The Abbey Trinity has been buffed at some point in time, I can't remember when, where it now reduces the cost of warrior monks across all monasteries. So you get warrior monks at 120, same base cost as a horseman. But rather than costing the majority of food, it costs the majority of gold. That can be quite nice. I always wonder how, if with that change, if people ever gonna try to go a healthy number of warrior monks. Going for stable there, so maybe trying to go for warrior monk knight. Very gold intensive, that's for sure, but maybe he can start collecting up the relics quickly before he tries to go the offense. And plus, he may be able to steal this deer deposit as well. He won't be able to secure... Actually, though, that's still stealable. He may be able to get a good amount of deer. So have 5 deer here and local doggo. Dragon Tower getting some free spearmen. Has a handful of free units and not so free units. Ardent Spearman on the way, has horsemen, spearmen, and Zunchnews. He has quite a bit of villagers collecting sheep carcasses. He needs to retask them onto the deer. Deer does collect them faster. Survival techniques researched now by the Rus. You got the regular knight upgrade. Early knights to regular knights. Warrior monk now being built. It actually shows the price discount up here. Probably because it's globally affecting him. Scouts push me forward, trying to grab some the gear up there, but unable to. Needs to take the long way around. Now he sees that sizable army there. Spearmen is there in relatively small numbers, could be overwhelmed by a good number of knights. Let's see, where's any warrior monks? There's a warrior monk. If you want to compare a warrior monk to a scout, more health, and I think a veteran scout has same damage, same attack speed. So much slower. They do move at knight's attack speed rather than horseman attack movement speed. But of course, they have the Saint's Blessing effect as well. Here's a horseman, 9 damage, 125 health versus 11 damage, 190 health. But they can get some really nice research here. 2 unique research. Their increased duration of Saint's Blessing is not too significant, but increased 100. Actually, no. It's all unique research. I can't remember which one's unique to Abbey Trinity as opposed to regular monasteries. But I do know that Saint's Veneration plus 100 health is a unique research. Plus, they also still get affected by Boros Fortitude. So, warrior monks can get very, very healthy in Age 4. Got some granaries being established, coming to the last of these berry bushes. Regular knights advance away forward. A large number of Zunchnews, which can report warrior monks. They have no inherent armor. Scout takes some damage from that horseman. Knights taking a lot of damage from the town centers. Warrior monk taking some damage from that horseman. And it looks like these knights being picked on off as well as the Rus is taking a large amount of losses. He will save the scout, gets the Kremlin garrison the extra arrows. Since it is a fully upgraded wooden fortress barn spring gold upgrade, its arrows are actually good. Warrior monk engaging here, town center firing away. And there goes the horseman. Veteran archer research, very nice. This is fighting against a bunch of light units. Veteran archers will be just fine. Warrior Monk trying to obtain this relic. That will not go too well. Zinchnews finds some villagers. Does take out one. No textiles. So far, Yellow's only managed to claim one relic. Has another relic picked on up. Nice push way forward. Find too many of these spearmen. He's now pulling back full, so he's going to lose all these knights. They said good night for one last time.
Время действовать.
Veteran archer research now complete. That Warrior Monk gets ripped apart. No blacksmith research for both sides. The Zinchnews are doing 4 damage per bolt. If they do get the +1 damage, they won't still do just +1 damage per bolt, or 1 damage per bolt. Well, it's against the knights. Against the archers and warrior monks is another matter. Nice charging on in. Bruce Archer just firing away. More of Yellow's village going down. Pink now has a 50% villager lead. Nice now charging over there. Scout can't do much versus Zinchnu. Scout taking a bit of damage there. Zinchnu does go down there. Scout will of course easily go down to an archer. Mount Lu Academy, which will give him access to a handful of Imperial official research. Yellow still has 1 relic picked on up. I'm not sure where that warrior monk's at the moment. Let's get a fresh one on the field. We can decide to pick up more relics. Zezus Lexus going for another horseman from the Zhengen Tower, getting some stables. There's Castaway for Z's Legacy, going for veteran spearman research. And also trying to claim some of these deer. Does lose that scout though. This relic looks like it's no longer attainable. This one can be obtained, and that'll be all potentially 2 relics claimed, 2 relics picked on up. So the Roost player looks like we'll get 4 out of 5 relics. Wall will go down. More economic research for Yellow. He has 1 basic farming research. No farms have been researched, but he can always improve his berry collection with it if he ever goes for some berries. Right now he's just eating delicious venison. Nice to get some damage down those horsemen. Horsemen trying to take out those archers. Archers trying to take out the spearmen. Nice just trying to take out those horsemen now. We now got Dolly horses being researched, increased attack speed of cavalry units by 20%. horseman does go down, and another 6 site has been captured. This one's starting to be decaptured. And the Roost player is collecting a bit of stone, has 500 stone in store. He may be eyeing for eventually a keep in this region. Warrior Monk does go down there. And we do have Pink eyeing for some stone walls here. That's a little bit bold. I can understand getting some stone walls here. But Pink is trying to get some stone walls right there, trying to wall his opponent. I don't think that's going to be very successful. Got some spearmen here. We'll get some good spear braces there. And looks like Yellow's going to eye for a round of fortified palisade walls there. 6 side has been decaptured. Got a very large knock around the militia advance way forward. And both players are building some walls now. And looks like Pink does go some walls. And some of this nice do manage to creep around. You can break out that one wall segment. Does get inside the outpost there. That should be cleaned up. But however, Pink's horsemen are here. Villagers need to get into this very seek shelter. Archers are distracting the horsemen right now. Some more horsemen there. Got the militia, another round of militia, or maybe the same round of militia engaging. Knights and warrior monks trying to pursue the horsemen as well. Those units do get cleaned on up by Yellow. Good loss there by Pink. Both players have lost 9 villagers. The militia are starting to degrade quite a bit. More militia are here. Some villagers inside the town center. Wall seconds have been cancelled by Yellow. Going for more wall seconds, trying to clean up that stone mine. I'm not sure what Yellow is doing with those walls. Pink's pushing forward with some forces here. Got the town center, the capital, and the Kremlin all here with defense. There's a lot of villager storage nearby. Huh, wait, you can heal militia with the apparently you can heal militia with the warrior monks. I actually never knew that. In Age of Empires 3, they made sure you couldn't heal your militia. Yes, they made it so you could heal them up with the warrior monks. The Roost player did have 3 town centers, now just 2. Archers, horsemen there trying to take down some villagers. Villagers trying to establish a keep here. This game's getting very messy for Yellow. He's going to lose some villagers now. Good number of villagers do go down. Let's get the keep built. He needs to seek shelter. Various villagers seeking shelter everywhere. Yellow will hold. Pink has a good army. Has 50% more villagers again. Yellow has 2 sound centers. Pink has 2 as well. The Yellow may need to get out some more town centers. He has quite a bit of wood, not a lot of stone at the moment. Collecting some berries there. He is collecting stone here. And now Pink's eyeing for some basic palisade walls there. Pink's force push way forward. Knights, man-at-arms, militia, and crossbowmen. The militia have 1 health. Do have bonus aim versus cavalry. Knights will beat horsemen 1v1 combat, so will man-at-arms. Pink only has a handful of crossbow in the field. 10 is more than a handful. But he has not enough to counter all the heavy units. Horsemen perhaps trying to charge the way forward once again. Got more stone walls being established here. This is just getting messy. Warrior monks stabbing some of these villagers. Archers getting hit here. Kremlin has a spring gold upgrade. Looks like Yellow's falling back here. 70 versus 100 villagers. Yellow has not a large army on the field, trying to get some man-at-arms. Horsemen push way forward. Knights need to continue chasing those horsemen. So Warrior Monk goes down to the horsemen. I saw those horsemen there.
有人正在射击。
Horsemen getting some hits there on those villagers.
Наказом следует. Потрудившись, да, накажете.
Veteran Spearman Research. Warrior Monk taking some damage. And now got Zuzi's Library, which is Age 4, the Age 4 landmark. Of course, we give him access to a lot of different unique research. Pick 2. I have a good feeling he may eye for... I have a feeling he may go for the Imperial Guard and UN Raiders for one, and maybe 10,000 volts. Not sure.
Живу службы ради.
Military Academy has some research as well.
Долг есть время. Строй держите лагерь.
Of course, we do take a bit of damage there. The Roost player has enough gold to age up, needs a lot more food. So I'm pull out some farms. Going for a large number of farms now, trying to make that transition. He does have 4 relics in the field, so he has a good amount of passive gold income. Now got the Veteran Horseman research.
Готовим живу службы
He's
ради.
got Boyar's Fortitude. He has not researched Boyar's Fortitude, which would be a very powerful technology he could have got. He's trying to go for some stone here. He also pick up this stone deposit and house. Warrior Monk being focused down.
Воине, внемлите с трепетом.
Do now have some bombards being deployed on out as well. Oh, and yellow back to the game. It's Angry saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. I can feel my voice starting to go out, so I have time for one more replay for tonight. Trying to find. Go and go on to another player. Let's have any exposed replays. Oops. Yes, you do. Short. 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 Also could do that one. Possible as well. Just did that matchup. Let's do the Order of the Dragon player game. Yep. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom left side as Cyan Abs Dynasty of 101. On top right side as Magenta Order of the Dragon with Liquid Vimu. Comes to map generation. Abs Dynasty course has advanced berries. So let's see, got deer and berries over here next to some stone and gold. Good amount of resources over here. Over here we do have deer deposit as near some berries. Of course, we got boar, but boar is haram. Can't eat it. A bit of goldstone as well, so it's mostly balanced for Cyan, but more favored towards the south expanding direction. Magenta or the Dragon has both the deer and boar deposit pretty close by each other with some stone, gold, and stone. So good amount of food up north. This deer deposit is pretty safe as well. Bit of gold, berries, no advanced berries. The berries are not great. They're just a food source, not a great food source. Gonna go there. So Magennis looks like it's much more spread out. Both expansion directions are good, but it's probably safe enough to go for this deer deposit. Akintak Chapel being established here, which also improved the gold collection as well as the sheep collection and the wood collection. This will improve the stone collection. Most time for the dragon as well as Holy Room Empire Flyer. More land the Palace of Swabia to get their village production going. I have a good feeling the Order of Dragon Flyer is going to go for a fast castle. That's pretty much standard for them. And we do have economic ring growth, so maybe I'm for a secondary town center quickly. That's reduced the cost. Fertile Crescent reduces the cost of secondary town centers, as well as all the other infrastructure buildings. And of course, get agriculture, which is a plus 15% rather than 10% from the various farm research, so very good upgrade. And additionally, Abbas Dynasty still gets plus 50% here, so Abbas Dynasty is still one of the best economic civilizations in the game, if not the best. They have the best traders and the best farm. Science going to be establishing town center on this deer deposit. Very nice. Order Dragon. What's this? Low food. As so food villager on the build queue. Scout defensively forward. Do have a gilded archer and a gilded horseman. He may be being a bit aggressive. He's also chasing all the deer into the town center. Very nice. Gilded horseman advancing with gilded archer there. The ungilded scout taking some town center fire. Barracks now attempt to be built. You probably need to age up with military wing, get access to 2 free camel riders. Composite bowman can be very nice, especially with the silk bone upgrade. Bow, blah. Voices starting to go out. Archer range being established as well. Maybe I'm for some camel archers. He has no gold in store right now, so camel archer is not really a possibility. Camel archers do cost a little bit of gold. He is stopped producing the archery range. Camel archers do cost a little bit of gold, right? Or are they just fully food and wood? Cancel the archer range, going for multiple stables, so he's just going to go for mass horsemen. Couple spearmen there. You gotta be very careful about the gilded archers. Has slight more range, slightly more damage, but absurdly high attack speed. Good damage on the villager. Villager does take a bit of damage there. Spearman trying to respond to the gilded horseman. The other horseman, not gilded horseman, charging way forward. Will be focused down a little bit. He's getting some damage onto the archer. Spearman almost takes out the ungilded scout. Ungilded scout does go down. Takes out a gilded archer there, backing on off now. More horsemen here. Bolgraf calls on point of field, which has effective value of equivalent to 3 relics. Slightly more than that. So if you think you can get 4 relics, it's better go to the Regnides Cathedral. But if you think you only can get 3 relics, it's better go to the Bolgraf Palace and constantly be producing from it. Survival techniques being researched by the Order of Dragon player now. Villager takes a bit of damage there. Castle Age now complete.
أنصتوا يا رجال.
We do have now the regular man-at-arms upgrade. Early Gilded Man-at-arms trying to pursue the Horseman. Gilded Horseman has not a whole lot of health remaining. It's actually, he may be able to 1v1 this ungilded Horseman. 15 damage goes a long way. I think the Gilded Horseman could have won that fight. Man-at-arms getting good slices there. He does not have the Mineral Pal, so no Golden Cuirass. Gilded Horseman trying to engage. Got a good number of older dragon villagers here. They're going to stand and fight. They do have a knife. They deal 7 damage. He gets a pretty good stab there on those horsemen. Horseman did not get a good amount of damage in return. He is at least distracting them. Let them get the melee attack, so they're on cooldown, and quickly slice the throats of 2 of them. Both got the horseman and the horse with that slice. And the Gilded Horseman, and we got a Gilded Knight on field. This thing's expensive. Get in mind, arms getting some good damage there. I also got some camel archers here. Let's see, was I right? They cost. Oh yeah, they only cost food and wood. No gold. I think I got mixed up with another unit. Camel Archer's not exactly super great in this situation. They do have good base damage. So they can micro to put some holes in the Gilded Man-at-arms. Of course, Gilded Man-at-arms are very healthy. That Gilded Man-at-arms does take quite a bit of beating. He is Castle Age. He could probably kept the unit running back, go to a prelate, get healed on up. Gilded Horseman does go down. Might as well. Gilded Horseman's cost 240 resources, more than one of those camel archers. Get some good damage on the Gilded Archer, who can get some Dragon Scaled armor to increase their range armor. Just a mass Camel Archer. He's still just age 2. He has enough resources to age 3, going from the military wing now. Camel Archer is the only thing he can use to fight against Man-at-Arms in age 2, and they're not a great unit for that. So your charge attack there, but thanks to the Camel Unease, does take a lot less damage from it. Dundee keeps on running though. Looks another wounded Gilded Man-at-Arms there, very good. Gilded Man-at-Arms does go down. The ungilded Spearman trying to pursue the Knight, but he's trying to stab that Gilded Archer. Gilded Man-at-Arms taking some damage, doing some damage on that Camel Archer. They both take it out as well. Science overall doing a good job micing those Camel Archers. Horseman does fall back. One of the villagers do go down. Good damage done to the Gilded Knight. Now think about it. This thing only has 400 health. That's actually not too high. Gilded Man-at-Arms right now have 290 health. And that is half the cost. So the Gilded Knights doesn't have a whole lot of durability, honestly. Has good damage, of course. Has +1 melee armor. I don't know, maybe Gilded Knights are just simply not cost effective compared to Gilded Man-at-Arms. Oh, there's a Wolo. Maybe we'll take out that Prelate. Does easily take out the Prelate. Especially with these Camel Archers nearby, it's really not a good idea to go for those Gilded Knights. They just don't perform. The Gilded Man-at-Arms, of course, cost half the amount, and they probably perform much better than the Gilded Knight. Gilded Horseman makes sense since the guys are ranged units. They'll get bonus damage. Or receive bonus damage. Ungilded Wolf does go down there. And now you got the Dragon Scaled Armor there. He is also going for more of the Gilded Crossbowmen, which his opponent is going for a large number of Lancers, so those Gilded Crossbowmen will be very useful. Ungilded Scalp does go down there. Cancels the outpost there, breaking down the gate now. He is going for the Veteran Camel Archer research, very nice. And he may need to get over here and delete a wall if he wants to get over here. Deletes the wall segment there, very nice. Or not nice, 1 to 3. Doesn't advance through the hole. Camel Riders do take a bit of damage there. Gilded Knights charge their way, or not Gilded Knights, Lancers charge their way forward. Some Spearmen in tow, just Hardened Spearmen. No Veteran Spearmen being researched. He is going Gilded Archer, or Veteran Archer research. Veteran Camel Archers straight forward, getting some good damage on these forces. Taking out those Gilded Archers. They have right now 4 range armor at the moment. Gilded, I can't say Gilded. Veteran Camel Archers do also have pretty good base health as well. A bit more than other mounted archers, quite a bit more. Does take out those units there. Gilded Knight falling back, being pursued by these Lancers. 25 or 36 damage with 1.25 attack speed, as opposed to 24 damage with 1.5 attack speed. Right now, the Abyssinian Dynasty player has nearly twice the amount of villagers. Or the Dragon, remember as well, just always add about 25% more villagers to that number, so he roughly has around 60 something. Sion does, of course, have 2 town centers. Lancer will take out that Prelate. Local Doggo does go down. Trying to take out these villagers. Does spot the mining camp. Doesn't spot the villagers. Just going to be trying to hunt them down. It's going up there. Actually, hiding the villagers in the trees wouldn't be that bad. He's trying to build himself in. Send those villagers to the forest. He sees these guys building walls. He's going to go to the much more vulnerable one. Losing all these villagers is going to be a massive problem. Camel Archers already in the flank. Lancers trying to move around. And all those units, Camel Riders and Camel Archers trying to gauge those units. Lancers and all these forces engaging. No textiles. Does take out one of the Lancers. Most of his force. Good amount of Order Dragon villagers now down. The Order Dragon basically has half the economy of his opponent. Well, it does half the economy. Remember as well, Golden Age Tier 1 is a massive economic bonus for the Abyssinian Dynasty. Camel Rider does go down, Camel Archer goes down, and the Lancer goes down. Does find some of these lone units here. We'll charge into them, trying to quickly take them out. Is losing a good number of camel archers now. Got a good number of regular horsemen to help engage all the range units. Good idea.
أمضي إلى هناك راكبا الآن.
Orange Dragon player has one gilded spearman, not even hardened.
أعبر راكبا الآن. وضعنا السروج
We
ولا
got these
نتحرك.
forces pushing up north. Cyan is perhaps just trying to rotate around and attack from this angle.
جميع الفرسان مستعدون.
Sega side has been captured. Mangonel pulling a field. That should be very effective versus those range units. Fires a volley. Gets hit on some of the man-at-arms. Got a good number of crossbowmen here, which is going to be good against those man-at-arms. Massive hit there on those range units, but of course they're gilded. They can take a bit of a beating. Getting some good damage there on the Mangonel. Since that it's not on the Metal Palace, those crossbows do not have siege bolts. Horsemen now take an opportunity to charge the way forward. It looks like those with that Mangonel were paired up with some villagers. Good damage there. Mangonel finds one more volley there. Able to get another shot there, but he's taking severe damage. Mangonel does go down, but all the Magenta forces here is getting cleaned up now. Cyan has also killed off 33 of his opponent's villagers. Oh crap. That's how he killed off all those villagers. That force did find eventually made his way around. By the way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Like I said before that match, my voice is starting to go out. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and get some